Hi everybody, my name's Sulema and I decided to do the video because I think I can explain myself a little bit more and offer more insight on like why I think what I think. So I decided to do my student profile on a second grade student, and for the reason for this is because I've gained a lot of experience working with bilingual students that are in a dual language classroom that actually have IEPs or are actually being assessed for IEPs, and I've been able to actually like help them and guide them and support them. And although I don't know too much about them, about like how to like support them, because I never got like proper training for it, I've been able to actually see myself independently, like independent, like the system of least prompts, like they students need to do it independently first, or then the person that's there to support, they can do a verbal prompt or a gesture prompt or a model prompt or a physical prompt. And I feel like I've been able to do this with students that struggle with kind of when they're struggling on how to like write a certain word or something. But then as I thought about it, I'm like, a really good academics task analysis that I can do on it for a student is like, so my student is a second grader that struggles with sensory issues as well as like adaptive skills. Um, so I decided to do like helping a student kind of connect a letter to a letter sound, and it this goes back to like the reading development and then like them learning more about phonics. And so for the materials I decided to include like, so they'll actually need letters, like actual letters, and then they'll use like a tablet to actually like click, they can like actually click on each letter, and each letter will do the sounds. And they will also have like I feel like at first as it's starting off like I think each week they'll focus on, or even each month, depending on their skill level, they'll focus on a different, not a lot of letters. So, like, maybe have 10 that they'll work on in a span of like a week to 2 weeks, or even four weeks. And then we'll add more progressively, slowly, and that's what I'm thinking of. But again, you don't know it until you do it, and then you could like kind of change it up and see what works better for the student and for you as well. But since it's going to be not just you, it's going to be the students as well. So what I was thinking is also they will have like an alphabet chart, but kind of like a worksheet. So each time they work on it, they'll put it, like they'll write it down. So like they'll touch they'll find the letter, and they'll be like, okay, L is this letter, and then like they'll be able to like match each like letter sound with the letter. Like, I think now there's so many things that you could like make a lot of things out there on the internet, and I think it would be good to make like a think of sounds, but it hides the letter at first. So then they'll like hear it and they'll be like, what's this letter? But after, it'll just be the I don't know if this makes sense. I hope it does. So it just be the actual like letters that the students are focusing on. So if it's 10 letters, then it'll just be those 10 letters that they'll be able to click on their device, and they'll be hidden first. So they'll just hear the word, and then they'll be able to see the letter like cards, and they'll point at them. So, oh, I think it's this one, and then they could kind of reveal it, and it's like, it's a correct or not correct. And basically during that, the students, the paraprofessionals, whoever's there to support, they'll be able to have like an actual worksheet and actually write it down. So it'll be like the way that they'll do their data collection. And each day they'll like see, and at the very end of the week they'll be able to see like how much they missed and how much they got correct. And their goal is to like at the end of like a given depending on the time zone of like the student, so maybe it'll be like at the end of a week, or at the end of 2 weeks, or at the end of even a month. But I think it'll be good assessing them even like midway through. So if you're thinking about a month, assess them like during like do data collection, and then like kind of do the synthesis in like halfway through. So basically like you'll get all the data and then see like maybe halfway through they'll have to get 70% correct of all the letters that they have to learn by this given date. And yeah, so that way, like all it's just, it'll just be a worksheet, and every time the student does it, it would be daily, and whoever's there with them, they'll be able to do it. So it'll be pretty easy to actually you just have to complete the worksheet, and you'll definitely know like, oh, okay, like it's just everything's on there, and it's so easy to follow, and it'll just be like correct, incorrect, the letters, and then correct, incorrect, and then you could write comments on the sides of like how the student did, and maybe like, oh, maybe they'll benefit if this or that, or on videos or additional support. And I think that would be a really good thing for the student.